Escaping the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other.
Hi guys, welcome to the channel. CeeChronicles here. I post fragrance related content on this platform and do invite you to subscribe and join the family. Now, to those who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. I am back to regular content. I'm going to be throwing regular content for those who've been following what's been happening behind the scenes. We have a fragrance under our name. It's called Proud Mary. I'm going to show you in a bit. I don't know whether I did say that I will continue, doing fragrance reviews. And there was one particular fragrance that I was drawn to review almost immediately after I got it, but I didn't have the time, and that is Lattafa's Fire on Ice. Okay, this one. This is a vial I got off Hygie Scent, but my vial came, with the print there kind of like washed off, so I had to retape it. I actually had to use a band-aid to retape it so that I don't mix the vials up. So this is Fire on Ice. I'm going to spray it on my hands. And I have been looking, guys, frantically for Angel Shea Paradis, because I know I have Angel Shea Paradis. I have a lot of Killians in front of me, the testers. I don't have it in full size, but I couldn't find it so that I could do a comparison, because Fire on Ice has been compared to Paradis. I'm going to spray this on my arm, right? So the Lattafa one is going to be on the side. However, because I couldn't find Paradis, I'm going to compare it with Sequoia from Fragrance World, because Sequoia from Fragrance World is also a fragrance that smells very similar to that Fire on Ice, as well as Angel Shea Paradis, right? And I did look at the nose. All right, what I'm going to do, let us allow Fire on Ice by Lattafa on this arm and Sequoia by French Avenue on this arm sit a little while I just show you the bottle of Proud Mary, as for those who may have missed the videos. Okay, Proud Mary is a fragrance that I created. It's an Extrait de Parfum. It comes in a 120 mls. It's now available for purchase, and this is the bottle. We made 2,500 units. This bottle is going to come with a card. It's a beautiful all-round fragrance, guys, and the packaging for Proud Mary is this, okay, which is a slide out box with a drawer, and it has an outer cover, which is that. And you can purchase Proud Mary Extrait de Parfum on www.macedonperfumes.com. I'm going to leave a link of Macedon Perfumes where you can purchase this fragrance directly. It's under pre-launch at the moment, so if you purchase it now, you actually get it at a discounted price. In creating this fragrance, I made sure that it was an interesting mix, incorporating all the notes that I picked, ensuring that the notes are in sync and there is a continued flow of everything without a particular thing striking out. It has tonka, it has cardamom, vanilla, pineapple, apple. It has woods, spices, it has dried fruits, that sort of thing. And it is a unisex fragrance. So that's it for that one. And I believe our Fire on Ice, which is on this hand, would have settled, and the Sequoia, which is on this hand, would have settled. Guys, if I do dig out my Angel Shea Paradis sample, I think I'm going to do a comparison review, but on my second channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted, because this video would have already, gone up. We start with Fire on Ice, okay, from the house of Lattafa. And I love how this fragrance is suddenly built on that Angel Shea original DNA, but has an exclusion of some of the things that you will find, in the Angel Shea fragrance. It's, to my nose, boozy, but not too boozy. It opens up warm, spicy, woody, fruity, and embery. And there is, a feel of a floral, in this, which is a rosy nuance, but the rose in Fire and Ice is not interpreting as a minty rose or a green rose. It's interpreting more as a jammy rose. And I think what makes that rose sweet and jammy is the raspberry proportion, because there is a raspberry, in this fragrance. So I think Lattafa went a little bit extra on the raspberry to ensure that it interprets as thick and fruity, mostly carried, of course, by the caramel as well, adding a sweetness to that floral feel of a rose. However, yes, it is sitting on a boozy bed. I've seen comparisons of this one to Hamra. I do not get Hamra outright from this. And if you've been following me for the longest time, especially when I came with Hamra, I've always been one of those people that said Hamra would come off as a flanker off than a 101 dupe for Angel's Share. But if you like, of course, Hamra, you would love Angel's Share. And that's what I'm getting from this. I wouldn't say this is redundant to purchase if you already have Hamra, just as I wouldn't say, Angel's Share Paradis is redundant to own if you already have Angel's Share. Guys, I have that vial. I tried it and it was so beautiful. And I actually got it when I made my purchase of Kilian, because, when you check out, they ask that you choose the samples that you want. So I got the Paradis when I made this purchase. I'm gonna bring the full video of the Kilians on my other channel, CeeChronicles Unscripted. And every time when you purchase, they give you samples and you get to choose which ones you want. So I have a lot of Kilians because the House of Kilian is one that I absolutely love. So anyway, guys, yes, from the time I got my little sample and spraying it, this kind of feels like, yes, that is what Lattafa was going for. Because remember, with Angel's Share, now we also have Angel's Share on the rocks, okay, which is this, right? So it looks like the Angel's Share DNA is going to continue having flankers and stuff, but this, yes, certainly feels like that Paradis. It's a beautiful blend of fruitiness, with a sweet caramel. There is the note of oak, moss, and cedar in this, and those are some of the notes that I was worried about when I saw the pyramid on Fragrantica. I was worried about them before I received this vial from Haiji Scent, but I can certainly tell you guys that it doesn't make those the highlight of the show. It makes this fragrance a very likable, fruity, even juicy to an extent scent with a yummy caramel, giving a gourmandesque accord about it. So that is Fire on Ice, and even without the original fragrance, which is that Angel's Share Paradis, I can say it is pretty similar. The differences are going to be in the fact that I think Paradis has got a double dose of booze because they listed cognac and liquor, so it kind of feels a little bit more boozy. If my memory serves me well, but the fruitiness that shines in this also shines in Paradis, making it different enough for Kilian to have wanted to add something like that as a flanker. And if you know the original Angel Share, you will know that that fragrance is a little bit on the very woody side, very spicy side, boozy as well, highlighting the cinnamon as the spice, and even mixed dried fruits and stuff. And in Paradis as well as in this, they didn't make the spiciness too much of a highlight. It's there, certainly it's there, but it quickly gets into a caramel, even praline, feel in this fragrance. And the other differences I'd say between the Lattafa Fire on Ice and the Paradis, the original thing, would be on the note pyramid. Paradis lists tonka, which is something that Lattafa did not list. It lists tonka, and of course it adds that praline note. But praline and caramel used together, which is what is used on the scent pyramid of Paradis, will arrive at a presentation of a yummy sweet juice, which I also get in this. So whether this is praline or not, I don't know, but it is certainly caramelized and I absolutely love it. Remember, we did spray Sequoia from the house of French Avenue, and I have it on this arm. And when it comes to Sequoia, guys, if you watch the reviews of Sequoia, you would know that I fell in love at first sniff, and after that I put it on the tray, and it is a fragrance that made a comeback twice on the tray. Now Sequoia also vibes the same, guys, as Fire on Ice and as Paradis, right? But it also is just like what I get in the Lattafa one, not as pushy when it comes to the spices there. And Sequoia's scent pyramid lists the double dose of booze, but I wouldn't say it is as boozy as, you know, you should expect just based on a double dose of booze, because this one has got the cognac, it also has the liquor note that they have listed there, but it's certainly not a heavyweight boozy scent. Both of them, guys, actually highlight, you know, that fruity thing that I was talking about. Both of them have got that caramelized, yummy feel. And this particular one doesn't have the inclusion of tonka, but it may very well have tonka as a note, because, you know, tonka, especially anchored by a sweet praline, a caramel, can also then tie into a fragrance to come across as sweet without necessarily adding like a spicy weight or a woody weight, that sort of thing. So there could very well be tonka in this, and yeah, this Sequoia I absolutely love. And if you know watched my previous reviews, you will know that it was one I said I am enjoying, because we had a lot of renditions, you know, of the Angel Share DNA from various companies. And when this came from French Avenue, and I believe they were one of the first to create this, it was just an enjoyable, you know, fragrance outright. To cut to the chase, guys, the DNAs of Sequoia, Fire on Ice, and the Paradis are enjoyable. They are spicy, they are fruity. The moss is not the center stage in either, and they are certainly perfect for the fall season. So if you're looking for something spicy, earthy, with a gourmandness accord, and with just a tease of that Angel Share DNA, kind of drifting a little bit towards something more fun, then this or the original formulation would certainly be you know, great recommendations. I get a good lasting power, guys, from these two fragrances, and I didn't want to stretch it when it came to this, but I could sniff it well into the 4-5 hour mark. I could sniff it, but after a while it became a fragrance that I was just enjoying personally, than a fragrance that was trying so hard to project. Same as this one, but sometimes when it comes to my fragrances, I actually prefer them to be like that, where I wear them because I want to enjoy the fragrance myself, than worrying about the fragrance screaming for compliments and stuff like that. So yeah, in a nutshell, guys, I would say when it comes to those two, it's going to be dependent on your pocket presentation, whether you love French Avenue as a house, whether you love Lattafa as a house. But they are certainly good contenders, and certainly do represent that Angel Share Paradis DNA well. C Chronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section where we discuss more about fragrances. Remember to turn on post notifications. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. If you're interested in decants, I'm going to drop Haiji Scent, the company that sent me the decant. I'm going to drop that. If you want the full bottle, of course, you can check out the Lattafa website. This you can get on the French Avenue website, and as well as websites like Joma Shop, Proud Mary, Extrait de Parfum. You can get on www.macedonperfumes.com. Remember to turn on post notifications, guys. That way you get to be notified anytime I upload a video. Like and share this one, and remember that smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.